A Washington man says scammers got him for nearly $60,000.
But he says the bank knew it was happening and failed to stop them. Fox 13's Matthew Smith has been digging into this, and there are some lessons in this for anybody who's watching. Matthew?
The biggest thing here is how you react. In this case, the customer, Richard Wood, he contacted his bank. He went to his bank. But the FBI tells us that there are extra steps that we should all know about.
They were the ones who were supposed to be our protectors when it came to our account. And in my view of them right now is they're the villains.
It's safe to say Richard Woods felt let down by KeyBank. The small business owner says he became a customer in 2020 when his family bought these cottages in Long Beach, Washington. Fast forward to June 26th of this year. That's when the bank called to tell him about unusual activity. He called the main number to ensure it was the bank. It was, and they said they were handling it. The next day, the same call. That's when he went to a branch in person to report fraud. He felt confident until a text 2 days later.
My balance basically fell to, I believe, $38, somewhere in the $30 to $40 range. So then I immediately checked my banking account and noticed that $59,500 was being withdrawn.
Now, that amount being taken out was being taken out as an ACH debit, basically what you'd see for a payroll deduction. Woods did everything that you'd expect him to do. He called the bank, he went to the bank, and they were assuring him his money was safe. While they were investigating, that money wasn't going anywhere. In fact, he physically went to the bank to talk to his account manager on July 3rd. On the 5th, it was the branch manager. Then on the 6th, he was told the money would be back by the 18th. But after a few days turned to weeks, he was told on the 20th the money was already gone. In fact, it moved banks all the way back on the 5th.
The bank allowed somebody to go in behind closed doors and steal almost $60,000 after my account's been flagged. The bank allowed this to happen.
KeyBank responded with this letter saying, quote, because the transactions occurred as a result of a compromise of your online banking following the provision of personal information to a third party, we attempted to recoup the funds. It goes on to explain they followed their protocols.
It's tough because the scammers will come at you from all different angles.
Tammy Miser is an FBI supervisory agent in Seattle. Now, as she explains it, the best move Woods could have made is to file a report online here at ic3.gov.
Domestic wires, ACHs needs to be fast. So the moment you get that alert or from your bank that money's gone out or that you log in and see that in your account, you need to report it to IC3. They have a good success rate as far as getting freezes on those accounts and people getting their money back.
For Woods, he could have been out of luck, but it turns out he wasn't giving up. While we were reporting on this story, he got his complaint on an executive's desk. When they learned Fox 13 was looking into it, their reaction changed. The money is now back in his account.
Persistence really paid off here. Now, I should say KeyBank isn't even commenting whether Wood is a customer of theirs, but we've looked at his emails with KeyBank, and they indicate that this landed all the way up on the CEO's desk, and a manager is now telling Wood that they're going to be reviewing their practices and training methods for situations just like this one. In the newsroom, Matthew Smith, Fox 13 News.